Hi guys, my name is Tomcat, and welcome to the start line that we always use for our stock versus tuned videos. Now, this video is going to be the Lamborghini Aventador J versus a Fiat 595 Abarth, which is a battle that was requested. However, I recorded this battle previously, and I recorded the entire thing, but as you'll see here, the audio got very screwed up. Hi guys, my name is Tomcat, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 for a brand new episode of Stock vs. Tuned. So yeah, you can imagine why I wouldn't want to use that audio, because it was pretty bad, and basically what happened was the audio device on my Elgato defaulted to the wrong device, and that device not being my actual microphone, but a camera that wasn't even being used for this particular video. So what I've decided to do is record the video again, and we're going to be doing it a little bit differently, and what I'll do is I will show the run from the... Basically what I will do is I will show the speed run from the video that had the audio messed up, and I will commentate over it for the stock Fiat, and then I will show you guys the run of the tuned Fiat in this video. So, fortunately, even though it's raining, we can go ahead and run the Lamborghini because it's got all-wheel drive, and it's not really going to actually go anywhere. Wow, okay. It's not really going to go anywhere with wheel slippage because we don't really have to worry about it. 3, 2, 1, boom! So as you guys know, the Aventador J is a Fortune Island unlock car, and if you don't have it, that's how you can get it, or if you're wondering how to get it, that's how you can get your hands on it, just in case you don't have Fortune Island. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on this thing, Fortune Island is how you're going to do it. So coming up on the trap, 180.0. Now, in the other video, I managed 181, but 180, 181, it's close enough. So now what I'm going to do is show you guys the run of the stock Fiat 595 Abarth from the previous video, and then we are going to cut back into this video. So this is the stock Fiat, and as you can imagine, it's not very fast. Now, when I pulled it up to the line, I was trying to think to myself what the best strategy for launching the car would be, and then I realized that launch strategy didn't really matter all that much for it. It really didn't. So I just revved it up and dumped the clutch and revved out to a blistering 20-ish miles an hour in second gear, and then shifted out of third at like 35, and then it was a long journey to about 60 to 70, and it took almost all the way up to the speed trap to get there. This car is very slow by modern standards, but it is a piece of history, and you can't really compare it to today unless you're doing an episode of Stock vs. Tuned, in which that's the actual characteristic of the show. So this car managed a final speed somewhere north of 70 miles an hour, which is admittedly extremely slow for that much of a run-up, but the tuned version was well worth the wait, because oh my god, once we got this thing tuned properly, it was absolutely bonkers. And in case you haven't realized yet why there's no audio in this particular clip, it's because the game audio and the live commentary were intermixed, and they were just like that clip I showed you guys previously of the audio and how it sounded. So building the little Fiat was actually a really fun job, and the reason why I say it was really fun is because you actually have a lot more engine options than you might think. You have a 1.4 turbo, you have a inline-4 motorbike engine, and you have a 1.6 turbo rally. I went with the turbo rally engine because I liked having the torque, and I felt like the torque of an engine like that would really help us get this thing, not only get this thing off the line, but get it to perform well throughout the power band, because once it comes on boost, it has a really flat torque curve until it starts to fall off towards the top of the rev range. So it's kind of a give and take, but I felt like it was the most worthwhile give and take for this particular car. Now, going through the build, I basically de-chromed the car as much as I could. I just took I basically de-bumpered the car, for lack of a better word, and since it was such a small car and the tire sizes weren't going to be that big, I threw drag tires on it because those made more sense for this particular scenario, and I won't do that a lot in Stock vs. Tuned because I feel like drag tires can kind of weigh the odds a little unfairly, but when the car was this small, I felt like, not necessarily this small, but when the car started off that slow, I kind of figured like it was okay, and I also felt like it was necessary because with a car this small and this light with that much power, you're going to just spin it all away if you don't have a drag tire that can help you hook up in a straight line and help you handle it. So, and as you could see, as you will see later on in the video, that was a good decision. Now, I went with the race brakes and the race suspension so we could have full adjustability of everything. And a lot of people always go, why are you doing race brakes if it's a straight line car? I mean, to be fair, I like to have the adjustability, and I think, I could be wrong on this, but I think they help you reduce a little bit of weight as well. But the main thing is I just want to unlock all the tuning features, so just in case I want to tune the car or do something weird with it, I have the adjustability to do that. And the engine is fully built, obviously. We're almost 700 horsepower and over 600 torque, so big numbers out of a tiny car that weighs just a little bit more than 1,000 pounds. So with that being said, this little thing is quite the rocket ship, and now you guys will get to see what happens when we take it out on the road and put it through its paces. Welcome back. You joined me again doing donuts in my tuned Fiat 595 Abarth SS, and this thing is a riot. It's an absolute riot. Now, the build of the car, I showed you guys with reworked audio, and basically the whole reason why I had to rework the audio was because, again, like I explained previously, the Elgato defaulted to my webcam instead of my microphone, which it has literally never done before, and I almost released that footage, and then I was like, no, my quality standards are higher than that. So this car is, honestly, I love it. It's just so comedic to drive, and it's so much fun that I never get bored of driving this car. It's like the same kind of sensation you get from a Miata, because you can get the same sensation, not necessarily the same sensation, but you can get enjoyment out of a crazy built Miata or a stock Miata, and this is just about the same way. It almost wheelied right there. Hold on. It wheelies for like a split second, and I haven't even tuned it to do that. I haven't even tuned it at all. That's hilarious. All right, so we're gonna do a boosted launch in second gear. 4,000 RPM, and go! Whoa! It wheelied! Oh my god, I'm doing that again. I can't believe it wheelied on me. I'm gonna try and get it to do it, because I've never... This thing has never wheelied on me before. Legit, it's never done it. What the... I think it's because I had a little bit of boost off the line. Let me try that again. It almost did it. Oh my god. I didn't even set out to build a wheelie car. Okay, this is going to be my last attempt. But that was such a surprise wheelie. It almost did it again. Okay, I'm going to stop trying to do wheelies and actually do the proper, you know, proper thing with the car. But yeah, I did not expect it to wheelie at all. And that's... honestly, a really hilarious surprise. I could see now why it did it, but... oh, it did it just there. Oh, it did it a little bit. Oh, this thing is hilarious. God, this thing is hilarious. All right, let's do a proper boosted launch. Watch it wheelie this time. 3, 2, 1, go! I've set the gearing so long that... third gear goes to like 162. It's ridiculous. I have to lift, otherwise it won't make the turn. 199.8. Basically 200 miles an hour. Basically 200 freaking miles an hour. This thing is bonkers. It's stupid, it's bonkers, and I love it. It's stupid and bonkers in all of the right ways. And honestly, like... you can't get much better than this for something that's fun. Oh my god. You cannot get much better than this. It's so much fun to drive. And honestly, like, if you just want something to screw around with and have fun with, oh my god. You need to build yourself one of these, because it's the ticket. It really is. And when you wanted to do big burnouts, it can do that too. But eventually, when it gets grip, it's going to pull its front wheels up. And that's the thing. When it goes around corners, you're lifting a wheel. No question. If it gets enough traction in a straight line, it'll lift a wheel doing that. It's even worse inside the car. Like, the sensation is just otherworldly. And over 200 miles an hour, it gets really sketch. What's actually funny, though, is that it's really controllable as far as jumps. Like, it controls itself well in the air, which I don't know why it would do that, but apparently it does. So if you guys enjoyed this slightly unorthodox episode of Stock versus Tuned in the way that it was edited and put together due to a microphone problem, then make sure to click that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.